Today, I'll be showing you the best possible wool farm on Minecraft Bedrock Edition so far. It can produce over 35,700 pieces of wool per hour, and if you make the full farm, it'll produce over 285,700 pieces of wool per hour. It literally takes 2 minutes to make, and it's the best possible wool and infinite fuel farm on Minecraft Bedrock Edition. So please hit the like button and subscribe so I can continue making these videos, and you won't want to miss the next one. I'm planning to show off the most overpowered farms that Minecraft Bedrock has ever seen and showing off the best Minecraft Bedrock mine technique, which can get you over 800 diamonds per hour and over 100,000 blocks per hour, so stay tuned. I'm gonna use the machine for about 15 seconds. You can see the timer in the top right corner, and then we'll check and see how much wool we got. And we got 2.5 stacks of wool in just 15 seconds. Now to build the actual farm, you will need to map out the chunk borders like what I'm doing right here with the wall. Each piece of wool is identifying each chunk border and where it lies. For this to work, you need to map out 5 chunks just like this. You need to map out the borders and where they touch. You do not need to map out the entire chunk, but it is helpful to do. You will need some sort of texture pack to find the chunk borders, or if you're on console, you can look up a video on how to find chunk borders in your world, which is pretty easy and pretty simple to do. Now to actually build the farm, you want to place a lever in the first chunk, flip it on, and make a redstone strip going all the way to the 5th chunk. If you don't have a ton of redstone, don't worry, we don't need a ton. It's just this one strip of redstone, and that's completely it with the redstone. After you reach the 5th chunk, you want to make a simple redstone repeating clock. You just place down a redstone comparator, flip the tips so it's on, and then circle it with redstone, and that's it. After that, we're going to make a redstone strip to a dispenser at the border of the 5th chunk, and we're going to make a little cage for the sheep to stay in. After we made that cage, flip the lever off so the sheep won't be immediately sheared. Then we want to go back. We want to place the sheep into the container, and then we're going to put some shears into the dispenser so it'll start shearing, and that's basically it. I recommend filling up the dispenser fully with shears because the shears break very easily and very quickly. And then we'll just go back and AFK this for a little bit and show you how this works. While AFKing this, you want to flip the lever in the first chunk and you want to stay in the first chunk. You don't want to load the sheep farm, nor do you want to unload the dispenser containing the shears. Do not let your friends go near the sheep farm. Do not go near the sheep farm. Do not walk away and do something else. Stay with the sheep farm. And when you're done, flip the lever and go get whatever wool you got. If you want AFK this for a lot longer, you want to connect the dispenser with a hopper and place a chest on top of the hopper and fill them both with shears. This will allow you to AFK it for a lot longer than just having the dispenser filled with shears. To get the full potential of the 285,700 plus wool per hour, you want to make 7 similar looking cages right next to the original sheep farm on the chunk border. I don't know why you need this much wool or fuel, but if you want to, you can expand it just like this. If you want to make just one extra cage, you can. You can also dye the sheep different colors to get different colored wool while you do this. When you are done expanding, it should look like this. You can see the redstone laying into the dispensers that are laying on the chunk borders. You can see I also added the little hoppers with the chest so I can AFK it for a lot longer. I'm going to AFK this for roughly 10 seconds and I'll show you how much wool we get from this 8 sheep wool farm. It's crazy that one module of this wool farm can beat out a wool farm containing 50 plus sheep. And we'll pick up all the wool. You can already see how much wool we're getting. Just from 4, our whole hotbar is basically filled up. And then let's see. We get roughly 800 pieces of wool from just 10 seconds of AFKing, which is absolutely insane. You can use this exact same farm with mushroom cows and snow golems, approximately per hour per mushroom cow. You'll get 90,600 mushrooms an hour, and with a fully expanded farm with 8 mushroom cows, you'll get 725,000 mushrooms an hour. Approximately with the snow golems, you'll get 18,400 jack-o'-lanterns per hour, and with a fully expanded farm of snow golems, you'll get 147,400 jack-o'-lanterns per hour, which is a very, very easy source of infinite bone meal, as well as the mushrooms. You can get lots and lots of bone meal for whatever farms you're making, whether it be a sugarcane farm or just like a standard old wheat farm. I'll show you a very, very easy bone meal farm real quick. You put a chest, put a hopper into the chest, you'll put a composter, and then you'll put a hopper into the composter, and you'll put a chest on top of the hopper. You put whatever you're using, whether it be mushrooms or jack-o'-lanterns, into the top chest. I used wheat as an example, but it'll fill up the composter, and then whatever bone meal gets produced, it'll go into the bottom chest. Before I end the video, please like and subscribe so we won't miss any future videos. Soon I will be showcasing Minecraft Bedrock's world's fastest mining method, which even beats out X-raying, and I will be showcasing the world's fastest shulker farm on Minecraft Bedrock Edition. I'd also like to thank my friend Dynamic Dunes for showing me this farm. He makes his own videos, he makes his own texture packs. Please go show him love. I'll include his link in the description, and as always, have a good day and peace out.